Egypt are against what's happening in Gaza. Right? The overwhelming majority of people in the world are against what's happening in Gaza. And so the question we have to ask is, how do we stop what's happening in Gaza? Because every day that we wait, there's children that are being bombed. And we have to reject that. We have to push back against that.
Interesting point. Make a point.
What? I am already
by talking about something that's obviously wrong. It's an interesting way to debate.
I don't. Well, in the United States, it's very difficult to build. I think it's done that. Well, I think some of it. Yeah. But you question origins, but I
think he's saying that all religion is.
I am a philosopher. But the point of philosophy is not just to understand the world, it is to change it. And more people say, I am quite a philosopher. If you look at all
the thing is, until you read into it.
Oh, that's really funny when they say Abrahamic faiths, but Islam completely changes the story of Abraham compared to Christianity.
So many people on the baseline have this idea. Because when you're talking about education, obviously all the merits of all the faiths.
I actually don't think that we don't have to necessarily pick up guns to go fight in war. I live ostensibly in a bourgeois democracy. And in a bourgeois democracy, just like England and some others, it depends on the consent of the government. And so if it depends on the consent of the government, what we have to do is we have to come together. Jews, Muslims, Christians, agnostics, even this guy, we have to come together and we have to say we do not consent to this war. We do not have to consent to bombing children. We do not have to consent to supporting apartheid. We do not have to consent to imperialism. That's our task. And so we are told, I want to answer your question. Being serious. We watch Marvel movies, everybody's Iron Man. Iron Man is the hero. And what we're going to do is we're going to fetishize boys with guns. And the boys with guns get to be the heroes of the movie. People who are interested in that are the generals. That is not how the world should be. We should evolve past apes hitting each other's rocks. What we should do is we should say, we have an... Oh no, philosophy. I just was against the bullshit interrupting. But to return to your question, the people here, we have evolved past beating each other's brains in with rocks. So it's not just that we are going to society. The English government beats people's heads in with rocks, and the American government beats people's heads in with rocks. It's just not a rock. It's a 2,000-pound bomb dropping on a hospital, and you have to ask yourself, what are you doing to stop it? What are you doing to stop it?
This is the problem with Judaism, because it's just for the Jews.
You are a Christian.
I'm a Christian. No way, really.
See, this is the thing. If you come to Speaker's Corner, you want to have people who want to explain to you that the Bible is the way. You want to have people who want to explain to you the Torah is the way. The Nation of Islam will explain to you that their version of the Quran is the way. I am not interested in that. I'm not interested in that. I'm an American Jew, and I will hug all of you, even you, because I'm not interested in converting you to be me. I'm interested in reaching out to other people who reject children being bombed. I am interested in reaching out to the others. Whatever moral framework you want to bring, I'll let you come into the tent. So I am interested in what is this? 14, 12? We're in 2024. There's not pagan. I'm not talking about Halloween this year. I'm talking about in 2024.
All of a sudden, I want to have it.
2,000-pound bombs on children. And we have to ask ourselves a serious question. Do we reject that?
But you know,
Thank you. Sure. Wait a second. I'm going to go to your question. Raise your hand if you reject dropping 2,000-pound bombs on children.
I finally found a place that sells these as well.
No, I know smoking. Thanks.
Yes, you do. You don't like? You don't like?
So, I know you, but I'm going to ask you, what's your name?
Charles,
Okay. So, what's your, what you doing here?
what am I doing here? I'm primarily listening to people's views and opinions.
Okay.
There's all stripes here, God believers, non-believers, different religions and types.
Okay. So what do you think about?
Well, I think what people are saying, are they telling the truth? Is it real?
Okay.
So I'm a truth seeker. I want to find out the truth, but it's hard to discern the truth.
Okay. You don't follow religions, or do you?
I do not follow religion.
Mm.
I don't believe what I've read.
Okay.
I find it very hard to believe. But if there's evidence for it, I'm willing to have a look. I haven't discounted there's a God, but I don't believe there is one.
Okay. So you don't believe what the religion say, but you think it could be a God.
It could be.
Okay.
It's probable. I'm not saying it's impossible. Whatever I've read, I have insufficient evidence there is one.
Okay, but which kind of evidence are you looking for?
That's a tricky one. What evidence have they got? Their claims. Present your claim to me. I'll look it over.
I mean, even the religion don't present any religions, any evidence. But what's an example? I understand you're not a believer. I can consider you not a believer.
Yes.
Can consider you atheist.
Artist.
Yeah, so no believer, but it's not a real atheist, because if you consider it's possible there is God, means you are not atheist.
Atheist. Yeah. I am an agnostic atheist.
Okay.
I don't know there's a God, and I don't believe there's a God. But I never said there wasn't one.
Okay, that's a good point. So, what do you think about the people following religion?
Wow. It's like a psychological. They want something to have created the universe, humans, the environment. It's like they want to believe it, in my opinion.
But why they want it? What's your opinion? Why they do this?
There's many factors. An indoctrination, they were told from an early age, their friends, their peers, their parents, if they tell them things from a young age, they're more likely to believe. My parents told me when I was young,
Okay.
there's a God, Jesus. But even at an early age, it did not resonate with me.
You don't have a reason to believe. That's what you mean.
I don't have a reason to believe.
Okay. But you're looking for some evidence anyway.
If you have an evidence, can I see? Can I look?
So, but the point is this one. So, God is basically a spiritual entity, right? So
I don't know what that is.
No, but what we know is the religion talk about someone afterlife. So we talk about a spiritual entity.
Yet again, you mentioned the word spirit. Can you define that? I've heard many explanations. It still doesn't resonate. I do not know what that is.
So, but when you look around the reality, so you don't ask yourself who created everything.
I don't ask who created.
Mm-hmm.
I ask what created this.
So, do you have any opinion about it?
I do have an opinion.
Okay, do you want to tell us?
I think nature itself,
Okay, just nature.
just nature and the emergent properties of nature created this.
And nature has always been existed.
In my opinion,
Yeah.
nature has always existed in one form or another.
Okay, so your opinion always existed, never started. There isn't a starting point where, example, before was nothing, and in a moment everything is appear like this. No, everything will be here already. was already here.
So I don't believe there was nothing. There's always been something. And that something was nature in its simplest form. Quantum.
And what about, example, the theories, scientists' theories, example, like a Big Bang theory? So even them can't explain how everything is come. You're right.
Indeed, yeah. They've only traced it back to the Big Bang. They cannot go back before the Big Bang. I'm happy with that.
I think at this point, anyone, scientist or religion, follower any religion, can't have explanation. The human being can't have explanation for what happened before. We just are here, and that's it.
I understand. It's the theories. There's hypotheses. I look them over. Some things are reasonable to believe. For me, God is not reasonable.
Okay, so as before you said you don't believe religion, but you suppose God can be an option. We said like this.
Yes.
So you means you don't put it together. God and religion are not going together.
They do go together. The theological explanation for things. They have a God who created, who some say God intervenes in human affairs. Some say they don't.
What do you think about those people thinking a religion is just a way to control mass of people?
Indeed, yeah. If you have a set of rules and there is an almighty God who set that rule, then people will follow. And we as human beings, we do follow. I follow. We are social animals.
Yeah.
We need to group together, and whatever the highest power says, we follow.
Okay, thank you, Charles. I think I asked many questions. You answered all of them. Thank you very much, and see you soon.
Thank you. No problem.